Hello and welcome back to my studio. Well, one of the trickiest concepts in painting is brushwork. In this lesson I'm going to describe this brushwork technique and demonstrate that for you so you can apply it in your next landscape painting. Let's have a look. Right, now when painting trees in a landscape, it's very easy to fall into the trap of painting those shapes so that they look flat, right? Remember, a tree or a bush is a three-dimensional shape. It has volume. We've got to try and describe that as best we can in a landscape. Now, some trees further away are going to be less detailed in that respect, and trees closer are going to look a little more three-dimensional. There's a bit more attention we can give to them. Now the problem comes in when we are looking at these shapes and we're seeing them as lights and darks. That's a good thing, but there's more to it than simply doing a light and a dark shape. We want to try also use the brush and variations in color value to suggest some volume as well. You've got to apply that paint and try and use the brushwork as well to help you get that idea of volume. So what we want is to try and get this sense of volume using the paintbrush. And of course we're working on a two-dimensional surface like your canvas, so we are trying to create an illusion. Remember, the light side of the tree, all of these lights have soft edges as they gradate into each other. So you're using the gradations from highlights through to middle lights, and that is where the sunlight is striking, but in the shadow we have a strong edge between the light and that dark shadow. There's no gradated transition, and that also helps to create volume. Now here we have to combine shapes into one mass, shapes that are so close together that there is no real point in trying to distinguish one bush from the other. Just combine them into a mass shape because that makes more sense visually, and if you commit that to the painting, it'll make sense to the viewer. Sky holes, that simply refers to any sort of hole showing the background. That also helps to create more interest, and also shapes within the shapes. Look for those subtle variations of shape within the large mass, and you'll get a more interesting painting, a more interesting looking shape. So within the lights there's variations, and within the shadows there are also subtle variations. As I build this painting, I will bring more of those into the shadows as well. Also apply your brushwork precisely. That keeps the color notes cleaner. It also creates more interesting visual pattern to have distinct brush mark shapes. Alright, this was not a simple concept, but one that I suppose it is quite easy to understand, but to apply it is going to take quite a lot of practice and time with your brush. But as long as you start thinking about it, you can start experimenting with moving your brush in those shapes to try and suggest volume. Use gradations of color to help you create that extra dimension. That should keep you busy for some time. Certainly keeps me busy, and I hope that it helps you with your next painting as well. Now don't forget the free course for you up here, also in the description, and of course subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss the next painting video. Just hit subscribe and notifications and you'll be informed of the next video. Well, until next time, enjoy painting your trees, and cheers for now.